This is the update on Simon Cowell's latest health setback, as a routine back procedure is forcing the 66-year-old television judge to step away from America's Got Talent for several weeks. The timing could hardly be more inconvenient because Cowell is currently in season 21 of the show, right in the middle of its live competition, and guest judges are now being arranged to cover his absence. Here's the part that needs to be separated from the scary headlines. Cowell's representative has described the upcoming procedure as routine and says he expects to return in a few weeks. The operation has not been reported as a new medical emergency, and as of August 25, 2026, there is no confirmed exact date for his return. Still, there is a reason this story has attracted attention, because Cowell's back problems go all the way back to a serious accident in August of 2020. That year, Cowell was testing an electric bike at his home in Malibu, California, when he fell and broke his back in several places. The injury required approximately 6 hours of surgery, including the insertion of a metal rod into his back. Cowell later described just how serious that accident felt from his perspective. During an interview with Extra in February 2021, he said, "I knew I'd broken my back the minute I landed." He also described looking at his X-ray and realizing how badly things could have gone, saying, "It could have been a lot worse." The recovery became a major part of Cowell's life, and it also temporarily changed America's Got Talent. During the 2020 live shows, Cowell was unable to take his place on the judging panel while he recovered, and Kelly Clarkson filled in for him. That changed when Cowell eventually returned to the program, but the effects of the original injury did not simply disappear. By April 2022, Cowell was openly discussing the lasting consequences of his accident, telling OK that it was a lot worse than people thought. He also revealed that he experienced a lot of long-term nerve damage and described himself as lucky to survive the surgery. There was another setback in 2022 when Cowell suffered a second electric bike accident in London and broke his arm. That incident added another chapter to a history of injuries involving electric bikes, although the current 2026 procedure specifically concerns his back. And this is where the latest announcement becomes more complicated than simply saying Simon Cowell is having surgery. The current procedure is connected to those older back problems, according to the latest reporting, and Cowell is expected to miss several weeks of America's Got Talent filming while he deals with it. His representative has been very clear about the situation, saying, "Obviously, medical matters are private, but it's routine and he will be back in a few weeks." That statement matters, because the available reporting does not support describing this as a newly emerging serious health crisis. What it does show is a long-term physical issue resurfacing strongly enough to require another procedure, right when the show is moving through its live competition. America's Got Talent is currently in its 21st season, and Cowell normally sits on the judging panel with Howie Mandel, Sofia Vergara, and Mel B, while Terry Crews hosts the program. For the production, that means the show has to continue without one of its most recognizable judges for the next few weeks. Guest judges are expected to fill the vacant position, although their identities had not been confirmed in the reporting reviewed. The timing is particularly noticeable because Season 21's live quarterfinals began on August 18, 2026, with the second week of quarterfinals scheduled for August 25th. So while headlines describe the situation as throwing filming into chaos, the verified facts tell a more measured story. Production is continuing, Cowell is temporarily stepping away, and guest judges are being arranged. There is also a strange sense of history repeating itself here. Back in 2020, a serious back injury forced Cowell away from America's Got Talent, and another judge temporarily took his place. Now, 6 years later, an ongoing problem connected to that same history is once again taking him away from the judging panel. The difference is that this time, Cowell's representative is calling the procedure routine and expects him back within a few weeks. For Cowell, the road from that 6-hour operation in 2020 to the latest procedure has included recovery, long-term nerve damage, another electric bike accident, and now another period away from the show. At 66, he is not announcing an exit from America's Got Talent. He is taking a break because of a back procedure connected to injuries that have followed him for years, and the current expectation is that he will return in a few weeks. So the headline may sound dramatic, but the confirmed story is more specific than that. Simon Cowell is dealing with another chapter in a long-running back problem, and for now, America's Got Talent will have to carry on without him.